Hello, everyone, and welcome back to predictions over here on Godsol's Turnbuckle. It has been a little bit because we haven't really had any pay-per-views to do any predictions for, but we absolutely have a crazy weekend coming up in the terms of wrestling. You got WWE Clash at the Castle on Saturday. Then on Sunday, you have an afternoon show with NXT Worlds Collide. And later that night, you have AEW's All Out. Crazy weekend. This one we're going to be focusing on WWE Clash at the Castle. We'll do All Out for another predictions video. And this show actually only has 6 matches. So I feel like you're going to get a lot of focus on the particular matches and what's going to be going on storyline-wise inside of those matches as well. The first match that we're going to start off with is going to be Edge and Rey Mysterio going up against the Judgment Day. And, you know, in fairness, I know we've been saying this for a long period of time, but I feel like this is the point that they actually do pull the trigger on Dominic turning on Rey Mysterio. And that's mostly because you have that aspect of, oh, he's going to pick Edge over me to go along with that. And also what they've been doing with the Judgment Day and Dominic Mysterio as well. I feel like you're going to finally get that turn here, and we'll eventually go further with that. So I see Judgment Day picking up the victory in this match. Up next, this is going to be one of the matches that I'm really looking forward to as well. I'm kind of looking forward to a decent amount of these matches, but it's going to be for the Intercontinental title, and it is going to be Sheamus going up against Gunther, and this is going to be one of the hardest hitting matches on the show, if not the entire weekend to go along with it. And that's what they've been kind of pulling with the story of this, is that the two of them just want to fight each other over the Intercontinental title. And it turns out to be, and I feel like this is going to turn out to be a really good match. And I feel like that's how a lot of people are going to be looking at it as well. For me personally, I'm going to go with Gunther keeping the Intercontinental title. I would not be shocked if Sheamus takes that Intercontinental title at some point in time. I just don't think it's the right moment to go ahead and do that at this point. But that's just how I feel. Up next, we have Riddle going up against Seth Rollins. And I shouldn't just say Riddle, I should say Matt Riddle in this case, because he's got the Matt back, he's got his first name back, so he has Matt Riddle again. I feel like this match is going to be one where I'd say a lot of people will be going with Seth Rollins in this match, because he's kind of he has that potential of going towards a championship feud after this as well. But with what they've been doing, even leading up to the promos and everything for this Monday, Riddle has seemed to gotten the lesser end on most, if not all, the encounters with Seth Rollins. And I see Riddle actually picking up the victory in this one, because they may be handing something to Riddle in this particular case. So I'm going to go with Riddle picking up the victory on this one. And up next, we have a 6-woman tag team match. It's going to be Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka going up against Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky. I feel like this is going to be something where they're going to give that they're going to have Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky pick up the victory, because yes, they got the upper hand on them with Io and Dakota picking up the victory in the semifinals over Alexa Bliss and Asuka, but in return, Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka prevented Io Sky and Dakota Kai from winning those women's tag team titles, which I feel like they will win them down the line. And it will end out, I feel like this is going to be one where they need to gather the momentum more for Bayley and Dakota and Io on this one. So I do feel like they're going to be the ones who pick up the victory on this, and it may even lead into something where Bayley gets a women's title match going up against Bianca Belair a little bit down the line as well. So, like I said, I'm going to go with Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky for this particular matchup. And up next, we have a SmackDown Women's Title match. We are going to have Liv Morgan going up against Shayna Baszler. As much as I think a lot of people want to see Shayna Baszler get a full-on like redo with the main roster, now with Triple H in charge versus Vince being in charge. I feel like they're going to stick with Liv Morgan on this one. You know, they've been putting over Shayna as kind of like this killer the entire time going into this, and I feel like they're going to try to do something where they can portray Liv as being able to beat Ronda down the line when they have another match to go along with that. So I'm going to actually go with Liv Morgan in this one. I feel like this match does have the potential of being really good. And we'll see where it ends out going with this one. But I see them having Liv Morgan kind of sneak out of this match. Obviously being beaten up, basically being beaten up a bit, but finding that way to pick up the victory, and hopefully it'll be a clean victory for this one, not like what they did for SummerSlam. So we'll see what they end up doing with this one, but I'm going to go with Liv Morgan in this particular match. And up last is going to be our main event of the night. It's going to be Roman Reigns going up against Drew McIntyre, and it is going to be for the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship. This match has so many things going around it. You could see Roman Reigns picking up the victory and just keeping on with his title reign and continuing to go along with it. But you could also see Drew McIntyre picking up both of the titles. Or are they going to split the titles in this case? We'll see how they end up playing it off. Then you also have the Austin Theory aspect behind it as well. Will he be cashing in Money in the Bank? That'll be hard to really say. I know he's going to be out there, but who knows if that's just more of a promotional thing than it is for him being on the actual show itself. Though, I mean, if he is out there, I would assume that they're going to put him on the show in some way, shape, or form. So we'll see how that ends up playing out to go along with it. Now, in the terms of winning this match, I'm going to go with Drew on this one. I don't know if it's going to be a thing where he is picking up the victory and then picking up both belts, or they're going to find a way to only have one title on Drew, or where they're going to go with it. But I see Drew winning this match in some way, shape, or form, and he will be walking out, I will say, with at least one of those titles, if not both of the titles. We have had Roman Reigns with the championship for 2 years at this point in time, at least with the Universal title. They could continue on with that, and maybe Drew gets the WWE title. But we'll see how that ends up playing out. I am going to go with Drew winning. It's just going to be a matter of what it's actually going to be to go along with it. I'm not necessarily sure what that's how that's going to go. Like I said, you could have the entire title run end here, but you know, or you could even have Roman picking up the victory and just continuing on with his title run to go along with it. It should be an interesting match. I think it's going to be a really good match, and we'll see how that ends up playing out. That is everything here for predictions for WWE's Clash at the Castle. I hope you all enjoy the show. If you did like the video here, please give a like, share, and subscribe if you so wish. And with that being said, everybody, take care, stay safe, stay healthy, and have a great rest of your day.